Hello and welcome to the OverShadow ShadowCast with your host Thomas Anderson and no tech wizard. I am all alone. Well, Abigail is unfortunately predisposed with college/uni work that she's having to do, so you are stuck with me this week. It's going to be a short one because of that. So I've got one story to talk about. Frankly, because I just want to get straight into playing what we're going to play. Here we go. So, story, it caught my eye. We decided that I could sum this up without needing anybody else's help. Which was the Blizzard have lost 2 million players across its titles. And this has happened, I think it's up till the first quarter of 2021 since the last quarter of 2020. It's lost almost 29% of its player base in 3 years. That's the total it's lost in 3 years. I think it has 27 million monthly active users. That's where it is at the minute. Now, that's obviously still quite a lot, but it's losing them at quite a steady clip. And one of those, we know some of the reasons, which is that they haven't released a brand new game. Blizzard hasn't released a brand new game since May of 2016, which was Overwatch. And there's been expansions and additions and all the rest of it, but that's it. There hasn't been a brand new game since then. So you might think to yourself, well, that's not going to do them any good, Blizzard. But it appears that Activision's malign interference with Blizzard has paid off for Activision, because while they have cut, and they haven't released a new game since 2016, Blizzard's revenue was 483 million, increasing 7% year over year. In other words, it's doing very, very well financially, and yet it's cutting its workforce in order to stay financially viable, yet it's making huge profits. Its profits are growing. So essentially, the conclusion that we came to was that there's a decent likelihood that a lot of this is to do with huge cuts which have taken away from the customer enjoyment and the punished the workforce when they could have easily kept them on, combined with the fact that it is Activision, so Activision Blizzard, there's probably a fair chunk of things like microtransactions as well as the actual large expansions for games that are driving this profit increase. As I said, combined with the cuts to the staff load and the things like the BlizzCon, which I think is either being shut down or becoming online only. I think it was becoming an online event. Either it already has or it's becoming one. So you can tell why we can very quickly explain that, why I was trusted to be able to do it myself like a big boy, and why I am already finished with no interest in continuing that conversation. Because I want to move on to what we're playing today, which is a bit different. Normally, I play something that I've already played and talk you through it, but I felt that was a little prescriptive. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're just going to play 15 minutes of a game I've not played before, which is Yes, Your Grace. And we're going to see what that looks like. And probably sounds like. Just when I was playing games I'd already played, I felt like I spent the entire time just explaining what was happening and no time actually enjoying it or discovering anything for myself. Like, I wasn't having fun with it. I was sort of like, that, how to put it, if I was doing several episodes, I'll cut them. The voices can go down because I'm not. I like that music though. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, it just basically became a case of it was like I was setting up a 20 episode long event as opposed to actually playing the game. Here we go. Okay, alright, okay. I had better put on the crown then, oh. Right, I know this is supposed to be the tutorial to teach me how to play the game, but that... I don't think there is a king that would say, oh, well, I'd best put the crown on then. It's gold, how is it rusty? Let's go. Can I move with the... by walking to the edge or by selecting the doors? Am I already stuck? I'm going to sit in my throne again. There you go. Don't seem to be able to get anything right, so I'm just going to sit on my throne and hope that works. By walking to the edge of the screen or by selecting doors. As you can see, I'm 10 seconds in. This is why I play all the games first, and I'm already desperately clicking on everything that... Oh, here we go. I'm a genius. Yes. I came by myself, apparently. Yeah, I decided that numbers were more useful than just cutting a guy's head off. Door. Although it's interesting he had to explain to a king that. You'd think that would have come up before. So I'm going to assume that this is the enemy army, all these squares down here. Oh, I just noticed that. I can immediately surrender. Let's give the speech. Just literally. Ah! That's the one thing that they've said that they've typed out. So I have a year to prepare for the war. So basically, what we can already garner from this moment, sorry I was so quiet there, that's a teenager on the right, like 15 or 16 or something, or maybe even 14, just like, no, I'm not playing, I'm all grown up and I'm sophisticated and I'm basically 400 years old. And she's away to cry. Okay. She gets more peace in the bed. I don't know if he was trying to tell us something there or... Where's the... Good, can we have some of those for the real world, please? Because we're running out of bees. We have more beeples than bees. Ah, here. Oh, she's just standing there. He's got 3 daughters. Here's the guy. Guy who decided to tell me I had to go and stand on a wall and shout arg. I'm already hooked. That's why I was so quiet earlier on. This place looks dirty and broken. Let's fix this. Yes, we must shorten the visiting hours because I am tired of these people. Is that the Queen? Wow. That's a bit unfair. Although at least she, at least she queues up. That's definitely. I think these people might be from the United Kingdom because that's a wife is queued to speak to her husband. Okay, you can execute him immediately. Okay. So this is spend supplies now to have more later event. But it means I might not have enough supplies now to do something else which could bring in even more. Choices, choices. Oh right, okay. That's a river out the window. I thought he had just gone insane. Surprise! So this will be gold here, 30, that's food 20, supplies and 100 stabby units. Alright, that's a bird, that's a pigeon I think. Sorry, that looked a bit like a head to me for a while. That must be how happy the populace are, so let's do that. Hey! Okay, so he instantaneously became a bit of a Pinos there. An inn. Take the gold, because I think that's an investment. Yeah, I think that's an investment. I'll get taxes from that. Peasant. Huh. Oh. Demons. Hundreds of demons. Oh, same thing. Let's send the agent. I think this is a story one. That's why he came in at the end there. And it was unavoidable. Glowing flower. Oh, here. I saw that earlier on as well. Archives, let's see. Flood damage. Okay. Yeah, he's got 3 children that are all girls. That's unfortunate, isn't it? That's tough, I think, for a man to have 3 daughters. Not unfortunate to have daughters, but just 3 and no boys. He's thoroughly outnumbered on that front. Let's go. Let's find your daughter and make fun of her for being bad at hide and seek. Ah. Okay, let's do it. Let's see what happens if I do an optional. Talk to daughter number 2. Come on now. Or I'll send you to your room without any supper. Oh man, right, okay, so I'm the king of a country, I assume, and I can't get my daughters to stop bickering. One of the optional missions appears to be to stop them bickering. Okay, so this is just a life simulator then, isn't it? With the added terror that your entire family can be killed in an invasion. Ah, I'm a genius. And use those ropes attached to your head for something useful. Can he not run? What? Ah, here we go. That's going to be a bit tricky, a bit difficult to get used to, where I can actually click to get him to move. Castle wall. Yes, that's Aurelia, the one who was all annoyed. Okay. Okay, so he's basically a chancer. Okay, so either that's a terrible decision or it's not, but let's err on the side of seeing the good in people. And if it comes back to bite me in the bottom, well, maybe they'll be gentle. What do I do? I'm not... The game's very, very good at telling you what to do until it's not good at telling you what to do. And then all of a sudden you're very, very lost. Let's get out of here and see if it still has an icon. No, it doesn't. Okay, let's go to Aurelia and see how she's doing. Daughter, where are you? Okay, that bodes well. I need to fix the gate as well before that enemy army of squares turns up to do death to my polygonal archers with their triangles of justice. Hello, Lassalia. Oh, it's you. I'm not 5 anymore, Dad. Is this one of those moments where if I walk past... she'll... Wait, am I... Oh, what side am I to her? So is she leaning on this railing? Yeah, okay. I thought she'd have been looking somewhere, not... It looks like she... Is there a bench there she's sitting on or something? Maybe I've caught her with her trousers down, literally. This looked like a weird place to sit. Let's skip a week and see what it looks like. I'm gonna have to set up here because I'm struggling to read past the mic. Here we go. So your weekly summary screen. Keep Your Kingdom's weekly income and expenses. Okay, so it's a business management sim. Upgrades, blah blah blah. Okay. So that's gold and that's food. I think I need to do these because I can't afford to be losing all that stuff every turn. That's just going to completely outweigh it. And I'll leave the gold. People can just be upset at me a little bit next week. Jeez, I'm popular. Ah. So he's not actually a petitioner. He's a threat. Yeah. Interesting. Why was he trying to goad me into killing him? Oh, is this basically Wonga? Okay, so you can get a loan, and then the first one's free of charge. Okay, so yeah, scam next. These Rodovians seem to be causing a great deal of consternation here. Ooh. Bring in all the old guns. Basically, get everybody else to fight. Can I peasant round the side? Oh, she's the one that's really upset as well, so that's not going to help. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, okay, fair enough. This is where it turns out we needed the general for something else. Okay, so he's gonna kidnap someone. What the hell was that? Okay, let's see what she wants. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. I think he was saying something about somebody threatening his life. It's something I've probably got to do something about later. I'm not sure what happened there. Ooh. So the older one's tattletailing on the middle one. This has turned into an American sitcom, hasn't it? So the wedding I paid for resulted in my daughter getting drunk as a child. This must be dealt with immediately. Get out of my double throne. Let's go! Green was optional. Davian soldier. Tell me why you're here. Interesting, so putting him in prison might have been the right decision then. How do I get out of here again? Oh yeah, there we go. Bed. Oh, okay, gardens first. Yes, she's been using that rope to get down the side of the building. Oh, she's been outed and she's trying to hide it. "13? So, if the older one's 13, or close to it, she must be like 12. Oh man. These kids are out of control. I feel sorry for this king. He's got 4 women in his life and they're all out of control. Right, what's the wife want? Oh, what's going on here? So she's actually 13. Wow. Oof. What's all these entries for? It's got a bit of a... Oh, what's it called again? Sunset... No. Stardew Valley / Everybody's Dead vibe. Yeah, just sort of skimming through it a bit. So this story's a bit weird. She's 13, her younger sister's getting drunk, and she needs to get married. Ooh. I didn't realise this was going to be quite so awkward, frankly. Celia told me what's been going on. You worry about having to marry a fat man, or an old man, or both. Oh, here we go. So that's a promise that we'll have to back out of, because that's what these games and movies and TV shows just like this always do. I'm wondering why she's up there though. What's the story message? Is it looking out on freedom and wishing she had it, or is she preparing to throw herself? I'm wondering what... Ooh. Right, let's skip a week and see what happens. And then I think we'll call it there. So we look. So it seems to be a management sim, basically, with some human elements thrown in to make you try and care about the individuals involved, the characters. So it's probably something that you can play and then replay a few times. That guy said there were no kings, so he might actually be an ally if he doesn't want to serve a king. This guy's always walking off halfway through. I will go and make arrangements. For what? I don't have a single sandwich. What's going on here? The men in black have arrived. Have the supplies. Yeah. Okay. Merchant. Peasants. Let's go to the merchant, see what he wants. Oh. Okay, I'll give you it. Just take that risk. I think that's worth it. Oh, okay. Take all the supplies you can take. I don't know what that means. I may have just been very naive, but I don't really care. I want to see what happens. But we will probably not see that today. Interesting how the guy whose daughter got taken away has not done anything yet. Here's the wee lassie. She looks Spanish. Yeah, I wasn't going to call her Potato Face. What kind of nickname is that for a kid? Alright, Potato Head. Wow, she got angry at that. His kids are not nice. Oh. Right. One more week. Okay, it's got me kind of a wee bit hooked actually. This happiness drain is pretty bad. So it looks as if, yeah, I've just got to try and summon an army large enough to fight these guys off while stopping my peasants and other people. He's just waiting in a queue. Seriously. Right. Let's speak to the king. Wow, that's embarrassing. That is really embarrassing. Do you think she would be so upset that she wouldn't come running into the public chambers and start screaming about having a head covered in feces? God, that guy is... Oh, he's unpleasant. This guy is unpleasant. Right, so that may explain why he's a bit unpleasant. Nice. So I don't think I was actually able to turn that down, which is a shame. But yeah, we seem to have betrayed the daughter. This is... I'm going to call it there. And hope that you all give this a go. It's on Game Pass, that's the way I'm playing it. And do you know what, I'm just going to leave that there. I'm going to go up. I'm going to stand next to her. What we'll do is we'll find out what she thinks. And then once she acknowledges that I've betrayed her utterly, which I just did, we'll leave in shame. Here we go. Yeah, he didn't actually, did he? He immediately... Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, that's bad. Right. So we're going to slink away in shame. He's not even ashamed of himself. Right, that's... We're done. I don't know how to... Can I even pause it? Yeah, I can main menu it. Okay. Right, so it looks like it's a sort of management sim with some character building stuff and some lore creation stuff floating around in the background, but it was literally a week later he stabbed her in the back, and the game doesn't give you a chance to say no. So do you know what that does suggest? We don't know who the bad guys were that we were fighting in week 52. So what if we turned around and refused to allow the marriage, and it turns out those guys attacked? King Talus attacked as opposed to the Radovians. That's interesting. So there you go. If you want to find out what happens, play it. I sort of recommend it because it drew me in there. There were points when I was just reading the script and forgetting to speak. So I definitely would. I'd have a look at that. But I could see why it might not be for some people, because all you're doing is clicking a few buttons and then going away. But other than that, I quite enjoyed that little bit there, and it made me want to play it a bit more after this. So with that in mind, I hope you enjoyed. I hope we see you again. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment. You can also email us at overshadow@shadowcast@gmail.com. And you can click the notification bell so you can be forewarned whenever anything goes up. Abigail should return, sort of like the end of a James Bond movie, She will return in next week's ShadowCast, and we hope you do too. And goodbye.